Innovation in technology and application of technology is incredibly important to the success of exploration. We're continuously pushing our portfolio into new frontiers for Shell and for industry.
It's getting the most out of your existing oil and gas reservoirs through essentially better seismic imaging. If you look at the current exploration practice, it's going after deeper and deeper targets under ever more complex geologies.
The innovation is so vibrant. For example, by introducing new sensor systems coming out of the computing industry, we can really turn upside down the whole concept of how we would acquire seismic data in the field.
It was a revolution in how we were able to acquire seismic data and to be able to see and better image, especially under what we call opaque bodies such as salt.
The recent advances that have been made in seismic data acquisition is to acquire lots and lots of this data that illuminate below salt bodies in different angles. That way we are able to pinpoint precisely where are the reservoirs in depth so that we can drill a well.
It's essentially creating images of the subsurface from these huge and ever-growing seismic data volumes.
The actual act of turning that data into an image becomes a phenomenal computing problem.
So it's about faster turnaround of ever larger data volumes and improving the quality of the images.
We're trying to build images that allow us to drill a foot-wide hole that basically threads a needle all the way down to that target so we can tap the hydrocarbon. What high-performance compute has enabled us to do is really take a step change in the scope of the data that we can analyze at a given time.
Without the high-performance computing, we wouldn't be able to manage and handle all the data that we're getting.
If you see something that others cannot see, then that of course translates immediately into a competitive advantage.
Geoscience is a platform that allows people to actually just do better interpretation on the seismic that we have.
We get a true 3D picture of what the Earth is looking like.
The results in terms of image quality have been phenomenal. It's about seeing things in higher resolution, identifying pockets of hydrocarbons that had been left behind, essentially hadn't been produced.
Shell has always made quite some efforts in building interpretation systems to cope with large amounts of seismic data and to turn it into images.
It's basically allowing us to refine the image of existing data.
We want to create better images, and they are eventually used to take better business decisions.
How can we increase the production on a particular reservoir?
Where are we going to drill? How are we going to develop an existing asset, an oil field?
There have been examples of locations, for instance, the Gulf of Mexico, where we've been able to come back in and we've added over a couple 100 million barrels in resources.